Hi everyone, I am Eileen Urian, BSOA 3, Block 7. Video animation about information security. What is information security? Information security is basically the practice of preventing unauthorized access, use disclosure, disruption, modification, inspection, recording, or destruction of information. Information can be anything like your details, or we can say your profile on social media, or your data in mobile phone, your biometrics, and etc. Tools and technologies for safeguarding information resource. First is authentication. It is the ability to know that a person is who he or she claims to be, established through passwords. Second, passwords, known only to authorized users, uses specific word to log on to a computer system and for accessing specific systems and files. Third, token, a physical device similar to an identification card that is designed to prove the identity of a single user, small gadgets that typically fit on key rings and display passcodes that change frequently. Smart card is a device about the size of a credit card that contains a chip formatted with access permission and other data. Fourth is biometric authentication. Use systems that read and interpret individual human traits, such as fingerprints, irises, and voices, to grant or deny access, based on the measurement of a physical or behavioral trait that makes each individual unique, compares a person's unique characteristics against a stored profile of these characteristics to determine any differences between these characteristics and the stored profile. Fifth, two-factor authentication. It increases security by validating users through a multi-step process. A user must provide two means of identification, one of which is typically a physical token, such as a smart card or chip-enabled back card, and the other is typically data, such as a password or personal identification number or PIN. Biometric data can also be used as one of the authenticating mechanisms. Six is firewalls. It prevents unauthorized users from accessing private networks. A combination of hardware and software that controls the flow of incoming and outgoing network traffic, generally placed between the organization's private internal networks and distrusted external networks, such as the internet, although firewalls can also be used to protect one part of a company's network from the rest of the network. Acts as gatekeeper that examines each user's credentials before it grants access to a network, prevents unauthorized communication into and out of the network. 7 is intrusion detection system. It is feature full-time monitoring tools placed at the most vulnerable points or hotspots of corporate networks to detect and deter intruders continually. Generates an alarm if it finds a suspicious or anomalous event. 8 is antivirus software. It prevents, detects, and removes malware, including computer viruses, computer worms, Trojan horses, spyware, and adware. Most are effective only against malware already known when the software was written. Must be continually updated. Not always effective because some malware can evade antivirus detection. Need to use additional malware detection tools for better protection. Ninth is Unified Threat Management or UTM. It is to help businesses reduce cost and improve manageability. Security vendors have combined into a single appliance various security tools including firewalls, virtual private networks, intrusion detection systems, and a web content filtering and anti-spam software. Example of this is Fortinet, Sophos, and Checkpoint. 10 is encryption. It is the process of transforming plain text or data into cipher text that cannot be read by anyone other than the sender and the intended receiver. Two methods for encryption: Secure Sockets Layer and Secure Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Secure Sockets Layer (SSL) enable client and server computers to manage encryption and decryption activities as they communicate with each other during a secure web session. While Secure Hypertext Transfer Protocol SHTTP is another protocol used for encrypting data flowing over the internet, but it is limited to individual messages, whereas SLL and TLS are designed to establish a secure connection between two computers. 11. Public key encryption. It uses two keys, one shared or public and one totally private. The keys are mathematically related so that data encrypted with one key can be decrypted using only the other key. 12. Digital certificates. Data files used to establish the identity of users and electronic assets for protection of online transactions. Uses a trusted third party known as a certificate authority or CA to validate a user's identity. 13. Public Key Infrastructure (PKI). The use of public key cryptography working with a CA is now widely used in e-commerce. 14. Online transaction processing. Transactions entered online are immediately processed by the computer. Multitudinous changes to databases, reporting, and requests for info occur each instant. 15. Fault-tolerant computer systems contain redundant hardware, software, and power supply components that create an environment that provides continuous, uninterrupted service. Use special software routines or self-checking logic built into their circuitry to detect hardware failures and automatically switch to a backup device. 16. Downtime. It refers to periods of time in which a system is not operational. 17. Deep Packet Inspection or DPI. It helps solve this problem of slow network connection, examines data files, and sorts out low-priority online material while assigning higher priority to business-critical files. Based on the priorities established by a network's operators, it decides whether a specific data packet can continue to its destination or should be blocked or delayed while more important traffic proceed. And lastly, manage security service providers or MSSPs. Monitor network activity and perform vulnerability testing and intrusion detection. AT&T, SecureWorks, Verizon, IBM, and Symantec are leading providers.
Thank you for watching.